I don't last through myself up. Right, hello, welcome back to the channel. Got 3 days off work, the 2 of us. So today we're getting everything out here and we're going to finish this polytunnel plastic. As you can see, everything in the last few days is just after that cold snap. I mean, even while it was cold, there seemed every day to be getting a bit more. So I'm going to get everything out, stick them out on the beds, and me and Davey's going to get this plastic sorted out. So I hope you enjoy this one. Celery. I'm going to get these taties out now because Davey needs to work down there, but we need to remember first 3 are first earlies, they're second earlies, so they'll have to go out in an order so I know what's what. So Davey,
I'll start from here then.
Start from that end.
Oh.
I put an order in last week from Toomey, and this is coming. It's a bird bath, and it's a one that you stick in the ground rather than them plastic things that when it's empty it gets flung about. So I've gotten this for the wildlife area. I think it was a tenner, I think.
It's been ripped off.
How's that?
Wait, how's it going to stick in the ground?
Why like that?
We've got, what, 5 inches? The wind comes, that's gone straight down.
No, it's not, man.
Not my words. Well, your Temu thing is knackered.
It is, it's just...
What a waste of money. Whatever you do, folks, give us order one of these off Temu or whatever it's called. Cheap crap.
It is, it's absolute...
Sure.
Look. Smashed already. Do you know what? The last time I said that's the finish, and I thought I'll give them one more last, and it's rubbish.
You know what you're better off doing? Taking that bowl off and just using the bowl.
Aye. Right, I've got a dilemma. And I know everybody else will do exactly the same thing. I've labelled all the Scotch bonnet peppers, and I did put the Thai chilies and the bell peppers separate, but I only had one label in, and with us having a panic with that cold weather, I've just shoved them all into that little mini greenhouse, so I don't know what's what. So I'm going to have to, and I was going to give some away, so I'm going to have to grow them all to see what they are. I don't even know. All I know is that one is like a bell pepper, and I know that one is a Thai chili, but I know some's bigger than others in both varieties, so I don't know. I'll have to really look at the leaves, see if I can identify what's what. Now I don't know what half of them are, but as you can see, it's still doing canny here. Everything's looking good. I'll show you outside because Davey's working on the greenhouse. I've had to get all of these out, so they're all sitting out, and I'll just show you what I've got here. I've got sunflowers, my corn, the other variety of corn, chives, spring onions, peas, that's salad. Right, here's a question actually. I can remember reading it a bit back about sunflowers, and what it said was sunflowers about this size should be put out and to sway in the wind. If they sway in the wind, it strengthens them. I've never googled it, which I am going to Google, so I'll find out by that, but apparently you don't cane them up at this size. They need to sway in the wind to be stronger, but I'll Google that one. My friends have all gone to a festival this weekend. I declined because I'm gardening. So this is my day off work. I have not had a drop for 8 days because I've been busy working. This is my day off, and I'd never make a barmaid either. But I've brought my festival cup, plastic. I'm going to enjoy this.
Hello. Don't mind me. I'm just the alcoholic dotting around the garden.
It's
I pop up every now and then.
I'm the alcoholic the day, Davy.
Right, watch your fingers them getting away.
I don't.
You've dropped it.
Right. Nearly. I'm telling you, mine, Davy, they
What?
nearly,
Well, Debbie,
they
this
nearly
is
went.
this is the nature of the game, baby.
Right, I'm putting on these marigolds that I sowed at home in a mushroom box. I'm going to get these out. I'm going to get as much root as I can and get these, because I'm going to plant these amongst me tomatoes in the greenhouse.
What me selling?
That's not safe.
Aye, who doesn't like a sausage butty? Sausage butty.
I think mine's better than yours, because you've had that rubbishy thin bread, love.
Oh. It's amazing how much you can get done when the sun's shining. Been waiting 6 months to finish this job off. That I started about 6 months ago. And one job has had to lead into another. So I couldn't do one job unless I'd done the one before it. I'm finally getting this one done. And this tomato bed. Finito. I'm glad, because these things, they're always at the back of your mind. And you start getting a little bit hard there, you get a little bit anxious when I have to come do it. Because by the time I've started it and I've finished it, I normally lose interest in doing the job. And I want to be on with something else. What are you doing?
It's a spider on my hand. I'll end up eating it.
And this is one of them jobs. I can't be bothered with it, to be honest with you. But it's a necessary evil, isn't it, Debbie? It has to be. Otherwise, we cannot fit all of this. I've come down this morning, I've painted all the fronts just so I can get the plastic on. We're doing that tomorrow.
I'm enjoying it.
I know you are, and that's great, because that's what it's all about, Deb. Don't get us wrong. The whole point of it is for you to enjoy your allotment. But the whole point is, so you know, I come over to help you. I'm Debbie's what they call, and I never knew this for 8 years until I went to a committee meeting once. And I asked them who's there, because there was something going on. And you had to sign up, didn't you? Your co-worker on the plot. Here's one. And we didn't know this last year. We went to a meeting with the committee members of the allotment. And there was this thing going around the council were throwing people off. If their spouse had died, well, that had just happened to a lassie a couple of doors away from us, and she lost her fella, and it was his plot. But she used to always be around here to help him. So naturally, she thought, well, they'll just pass it on to me. Nah, don't work like that anymore. I don't know what it's like at your allotment or anything like that. And we didn't know anything about this, but you know, like I say, if anything happened to Debbie, I wouldn't get this. I'd have gone to back the queue. But I built this. It's not right.
What we found out, that was a co-worker had to be a co-worker for 5 years before they'd be entitled to the allotment, where we've had this 9 coming up 10. And we thought if I passed away, Davy would get this allotment.
Huh?
No.
Never thought about this.
So last year I had to quickly get him signed up as co-worker. So
so that I could take it over once, if anything happened to her, God willing, it now happens, you know. But just in case, you've got to be, I mean, you know, the poor lassie there, she had to give it in.
And it was beautiful. She
looked after it so well, you know, and I was on top of the weeds, everything. And then when poor Billy died,
and
but
Billy had planted,
that's one thing to think about, like.
Billy had all these like apple tree little bushes where Ginny used to like to come over after he passed and sit, she'd weed and pot her on and look after it. It was a grieving process.
Aye.
Council chucked her off. Don't care, off. And she got chucked off.
I just think it's rang me, like. So be aware of that, like, because it happened.
If you're not a co-worker, get signed up as a co-worker. I don't know, every allotment would probably have different rules, but check the rules on that.
Aye. But I forget my point now. Yeah, dang that. So that's the end of the day for today. I've put this shelving in the bottom there, and before I can strap the plastic up, I'll have to put a bit of wood going all the way along just to seal the deal. So we'll see you tomorrow. Hello, welcome back to the channel on this fine, lovely sunny day. I think like most people, we're getting a nice sunny spell for the next few days. So me and Debbie's along the allotment. She's got a few days off and we're just gonna crack on as we always do. We're not finished the polytunnel yet, but hopefully we'll get the sides, the roof, the two sides, the roof on today, and I'll strap it up with the woods. Because it has been a bit windy over the last few days and I haven't been able to manage. So we'll do that. It's a isn't it? Would work. That's much better than hand sewing, folks. Turns out all the time I didn't have the correct blade in that jigsaw thing when I bought it, so I stopped using it. Put the right blade in, woof, Bob's your uncle, I'm away. Oh, what a clot on this has been, mind. When working with creosote, I'll give you one little tip: wear gloves. I painted these boards. I was round about 3 days ago. I thought to get them done so they'll be dry when I come to put them on. Still not dry. Put some gloves on. Don't touch it. In fact, didn't put new clays on. That's that. I'm happy with that.
Here's something to ask the professionals. Like I say, I've never grown inside a greenhouse or a polytunnel in a ground like this, ever. I had them in pots. This is loads more soil to what I've ever grown my stuff in. So, does that look alright if because I've got this here, I'm going to bury string underneath the root and just twist them around up to here, my tomatoes. At the front here, I've put my peppers. So they'll be like, they'll get the sun and then the tomatoes will grow up here. So can anyone tell me if that spacing is okay or is it too much? I don't know. There is tons of soil there for roots, a lot more soil than what they've had previously. So any professional can say if that's fine, that would be great.
So folks, we're going to call it a day and get ourselves away. Pretty exhausted, to be honest. It's it's not easy skinning polytunnel greenhouses, let me tell you. We're happy with the result we've got. Still got quite a way to go. This camera's dodgy as out. Let me get you around here somewhere. I'll show you what we've done and what we haven't done. So anyhow, this is what the the allotment looks like now. Debbie's put, this is, apparently it's all staying out. The weather has changed. I don't think we're going to see any more frosts. So, you know, rather than being like the last few days, we've been putting it in, taking it out, putting it back in, taking it out, and it's a bit over much now. So the front of the greenhouse looks like now. I'm happy with it. It's not perfect, but neither are we. So who cares, you know. Still got a fire to do, which I'll do. Hopefully I'll get that done this week. The front end's an actual disaster. It's like a natural disaster, should I say. There's bits of wood and screws lying around and everything. It's a right mess. So I've been painting the woods through the eye, as you can see. Not so pretty. Mare's tail's coming up. That's not a problem. We'll get into that once we get this greenhouse finished. Still this end to do. But hopefully we'll have this knocked off by tomorrow. It's just been the wind, you know. It's been a pain in the butt for the last 3-4 days. We've not been able to really do anything, you know, because of the wind. But hopefully tomorrow that'll change. We've got we've got one side done, so I cannot say it's been too much bother getting the other side done now. It's when both sides are not done and it starts flying up in the air, and that's when you've got issues. So we'll leave it there. Debbie wants to see it.
Turn it around because you need to show your new t-shirt that I bought you. I'll turn this around. I'm going to turn this around and show you it's because I bought Davey a t-shirt. Hold on.
That's for all the naysayers on YouTube.
I'm not an alcoholic, I'm a drinking enthusiast. And
Exactly.
you know what? He's absolutely is an enthusiast. He gives it his all.
100%. You know me by now.
So we'll see.
We'll say a tatty bye for now, and we'll see you on the next one.